The last chapter of this subject, artificial intelligence, is natural language processing. In short, NLP. NLP is a significant field or subfield in AI. NLP is about understanding oral or written form of natural language. There are several uses of NLP. Few of them are translation from one language to another, and paragraph comprehension, uh, mm, getting the concise or precise form of a larger document, and in question answering. All these are the applications of NLP. NLP is concerned with understanding the natural languages such as English, Hindi, English, French, German, or any language which is understood and mm, used by humans and not machines. Earlier, to communicate to computer system, specific computer programming languages used to be learned by the um, developers or programmers who write programs. However, these days, anyone who know their language can interact with the system in their own language and bypassing the learning of the computer language. This is all because of NLP. You put a query in the Google search box using a natural language, and also Google Translate is an app that can translate the documents, phrases, sentences, words from one language to other language which have been defined by that app. Therefore, NLP is a large area of AI that contributes to the understanding of even speech, natural language speech. For instance, when I am giving a lecture now, this can be translated on the fly in any other language, and the translated sentences can be shown as subtitles while this lecture is being played. Likewise, uh, so many online lectures of various professors are translated automatically in different languages, and they are shown as subtitles so that someone who don't directly understand the language of the speaker can get to know what the speaker is uh, saying through the subtitles. Another example would be a movie, in Hindi language is translated while it is being played on the fly into some other language, and they are the translated sentences are shown in the form of subtitles. Primarily, NLP processing includes both written text as well as speech. Then in this chapter, the focus will be more on the written test, how to process and comprehend written text. Speech text it is also similar kind of processing. However, initially speech text has to be first converted into um, some form of written text, so that the processing gets quite easier. There are there are different phases through which a sentence is analyzed. A sentence written has to be analyzed by breaking it into it into subparts, so that the individual word of that sentence is understood, and how and the context of that word in the sentence is uh, documented in the form of some kind of graphic structure, and then the uh, semantics or the meaning of that is understood. The phases uh, of NLP are: first one is morphological analysis, second is syntactic analysis, third is semantic analysis. These are the primary phases, and they are the most important phases, followed by several other phases which are required depending on the application. They are pragmatic analysis and discourse analysis. So altogether, here five phases will be discussed: morphological analysis, syntactic analysis, semantic analysis, pragmatic analysis, and discourse analysis. Going ahead, what is morphological analysis? It is the first process which is done on the sentence, and what is done in this is it breaks up the sentence into individual words, and then individual words are further analyzed to get um, the root form of them, and also the assignment of the tags. For instance, whether to which grammar class the term belongs or the word belongs, that is done in this morphological analysis. So primarily, morphological analysis is concerned with the um, individual words in a sentence, and these words are taken to their root form, and also their grammatical class is determined. Next is syntactic analysis. This phase is known as parsing. A parsing is about determining the structure of the sentence based on the grammatical rules. For instance, in a programming language, when statement is written, when a statement is written, for instance, int a is equal to 10, semicolon, in C++ language, whether its syntax is proper or not can be determined by creating a parse tree. Likewise, if a sentence is written in English, the boy is running, whether its syntax is right or not can be known by using the technique called as syntactic analysis or parsing. In English, you have determiner, noun phrase, and verb phrase. Uh, Essentially, it is noun phrase, verb phrase. And in noun phrase, you further divide it into a determiner, noun, adjective that describes it, and verb phrase can be, um, a verb in past form, present form, or future form. All right, going further, semantic analysis. Semantic analysis creates a structure that is used to get the meaning of the sentence. When a parts tree is created for int a is equal to 10 semicolon, there the analysis of syntax is done. What is the position of the data type? It is not allowed to have a int equal to 10 as a valid statement in C++ language. The proper syntax is data type variable name is equal to value semicolon. That is the accepted and valid syntax. That's about programming language. Coming to natural language, it is not sensible to say running is boy the. Still, some of us may get the meaning. However, the syntax is not proper. For humans, it may be easy to uh, gain some understanding even with the broken syntax. Unlike humans, machines cannot understand broken syntax. So they must have a proper syntax. That is happening in syntactic analysis. Semantic analysis is to understand the semantic analysis is to understand the meaning. The meaning in the sense, what does int means? What does a means? What does equal to means? That is semantic analysis. Pragmatic analysis refers to intended meaning of a sentence used in different contexts. A word used in one context might mean differently from the same word that is used in another context. That's why it may be necessary sometimes to get to know the actual meaning by um, referring to the context. Discourse analysis refers to a conversation between two or more individuals, and the interpretation is based on the belief set at the time of conversation. Discourse is some kind of background knowledge or information um, that is required to know in order to understand their conversation. That is discourse analysis. All right, tomorrow we'll look at grammars and parsers.